Hey guys, just got back from Sequoias, taking the Jeep on a test run, did a little camping, now we're unpacking. I'll talk to you guys about that next week, let you know how it went, and do a walk around of the phase 2 completion. But today we're going to go out to the pool and talk about something dive related, and that's going to be how to take splits and keep your dome streak free. But before we do that, I just wanted to touch on one thing that has just really been weighing on me the last couple of days since we've been up in the Sequoia National Forest, and that's if you pack it in, pack it out. We rolled up to a campsite, not in a campground. We do dispersed camping, so we're usually away from people. And there probably wasn't anyone within a mile of us. And when we pulled into this campsite, there's trash. Come on. I mean, I shouldn't have to have this conversation with anyone. We all should know better. We don't go into other people's homes and trash their homes. We don't act like that in our own home. So if you pack it in, pack it out. Plain and simple. Take a trash bag with you. And even if it's not your trash, pick it up like I did. I think we ended up picking up probably a bag to a bag and a half of trash between the campsite. When we stopped for lunch, took a 200-yard stroll out to a spot to sit and eat, and there was broken glass and wrappers, and apparently we weren't the first ones there, but it should feel like we're the first ones there. There's a saying that I've been taught my whole life, and you hear it everywhere, revolving around the outdoors, and especially with diving: leave no trace. So that means if you take your beer bottle out, drink it, have a great time, put it in a trash bag, put it back in your car, take it out with you. Sandwich wrappers, candy wrappers, it doesn't matter. If it's trash, it's trash. It doesn't belong in the woods. It doesn't belong spread across your living room. So put it in a trash bag like it should be. Throw it away when you stop to fill up for gas or stop at a campground. Most campgrounds, matter of fact, every campground that I've seen has a trash bin. So get rid of your trash. If the trash bin's full, put it in your car, put it in the trunk, and throw it away when you get gas. Anyway, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, so let's go hop in the water and see what we can find out about keeping our dome streak free. All right, guys, we are out at the pool. I am using a Comica Boom XD for audio. We're going to test that out and see how it works today. Very similar to the Rode. I know we were talking about underwater photography, doing split shots is something that came up recently, and I wanted to talk to you guys about keeping your dome streak free, or as streak free as you can get it. Most of the time when you're doing splits, you dunk your camera, pull it back up, and hopefully take a shot before the water beads start running down the front of your dome or the front of your port, depending on what type of split you're doing. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today are a couple of my favorites. And we have regular flat port. Use this for surf photography and macro photography underwater. I got a little cover for it, so we're just going to set that right there. And then we have a surf dome that I use when shooting surfing. So we're going to use this guy and test it out, see what we can do to keep it streak free. And then we've got the big Mac Daddy DSLR housing. I tend to shoot Icolite. I've just had good results with them. So we're going to check out and see what we can do to keep that one streak free from when we're doing splits. And for those of you who don't know what a split image is, it's where your dome or your port is half in the water or half out of the water, or some variation thereof. If you'll take a look at this image right here, it is a split of a Stingray that I took in the Caymans a couple of years ago at sunrise. And you can see you have a nice water line across the dome, the Stingray underneath, and the sunrise coming up above. So that's basically what a split shot is. So now let's talk about keeping your dome or your port streak free. A couple of go-tos are, for me, are wax. You can use just like a little candle wax. One that I picked up from Alex Mustard recently is to use a potato, so we're going to give that a try today. Haven't tried it yet. And the other one is, might sound a little gross, but it's saliva or spit. Just lick your dome, and that's probably one of the easiest ones because you've always got plenty of it with you, and it's not hard to carry around. So let's get started. We'll start off with the saliva test, and we'll use the flat port. So I'm only going to try to lick just half of it so we can see how it works. I know this isn't what you paid for. This is a different channel. So let that dry for a second. And what we're going to do, we're going to make sure I got it facing the right way. We're going to dunk and lift it up. As you can see, streaks, no streaks. Maybe get in here a little bit. See if it'll focus. Oh, there we go. That's a good little sky reflection in there. So you can see the side that I licked, no streaks. The side that I didn't has some water droplets on it. So that's number one. And where that comes in handy with the flat port is if you're shooting surf photography with a DSLR and you've got like a 100mm or 70 to 200mm lens in your surf housing, just keep licking the front of the port. Flat ports are super easy, they're small. When you start getting to the dome ports, like on this GoPro surf housing, there's a lot of surface area there to try to keep licking. And even more so when you're talking about a 8-inch or even a 12-inch or larger dome port on a DSLR housing. So for these, we're going to try wax, a little bit of wax. And with that, all you want to do is just make some marks across your dome. Kind of like, let's see, kind of like so. I don't know if you can see that right there. Then you want to take a towel. I'm trying not to get this stuff wet. I should have done it out of the pool and dipped it in the pool or done it at a sink. But then you want to take a microfiber cloth and just kind of buff that out. And now should be the same thing. We're going to drop it in, take it up, and see what happens with our little water droplets. Now there's a few on there. But they're kind of not streaking. So there we go. There you go. You can see those look pretty good. Let's just go another round of that. It's a new housing, so just like a new mask, you gotta season it. Do it a couple of times before it's ready. All right, let's see here. The water's running off pretty good. Got a few little streaks in there. So what we have going against us with this one, it looks like, is it's a polycarbonate or plexiglass dome, so it's not glass. It's new, so probably needs a few more rubs with the wax. So we'll try this one again in a minute. All right, now we're going to try the potato method here. Always got a pocket knife handy, and we're just going to cut off an end. And let's rub it on this guy here. Now I know you're probably asking yourself, well, how am I supposed to carry a potato with me on a dive? Well, if this works, most liveaboards have a kitchen, and when you're doing splits, you're usually not diving for 45 minutes and then coming up doing splits. You're usually going in the water specifically for splits. So now we've got that on there. Let's give it a dunk. That did surprisingly well. Let's give this a little wipe. Let's try that again. Go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right. Well, I like that. So thanks, Alex, for the potato trick. That seems to work pretty good. Now I know what I'm packing in my dive bag from now on. All right, we're gonna go back over to this new guy. Looks like he's dried a little bit. Let's wax this guy up. All right, let's see how we do here. Take the plunge. It's actually not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, that's 3 ports. 3 ways to keep them streak free while you're doing splits or trying to get that action shot while doing surf photography. I think my go-to still has to be saliva. It's easy, convenient, you always have it with you, and you can use it at any time. After that, I think I'm going to start using the potato method that Alex Mustard was talking about. And I'll probably keep the candle in the bag just as a backup or something. But other than that, now you've got 3 ways to keep your dome or port streak free. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are having a great summer. Hope you like this video. If you got something out of it, like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys next week.